What's up, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just got, well, not just got. I had been working on whatchamacallit. I've been working on my pitch um, for the meeting that I'm gonna have this Thursday for the documentary. Um, I don't know. It's better than some of the other retarded shit people put in the background. At least it's something aesthetically pleasing. There's something about an alley that I really like. Just like the woods. Or there's just something aesthetically pleasing about an alley. It's like it is peaceful, isn't it? Like people like talking shit about like smoking weed in an alley, but it's just like you're going into like a space between literally existences. On one end you have a house or a building or something, and on the other half you have the same thing. You're literally living in between, you know. Hold on, one second, guys, 1 second. I gotta take a leak real quick. All right, I'm back. I like being between 2 minutes. That's what she said. Oh, that's fucking beautiful. Sorry, I'm a little drunk. Forgive me. Um, but yeah, no, I've been feeding my notes to Chat GPT for like 4 hours, trying to like force it into what I want. Because here's the thing, guys. I hate AI. Okay, I will never use AI in the creative you'll never see an AI image, an AI edit, an AI structured, like nothing involving the arts, none of that shit. Okay, but what I will use AI for is what it should be used for, and that is menial tasks like organizing all of your notes and thoughts and pitch as to how you want to pitch this documentary to a guy who has a net worth in the millions. So I don't have the funds to hire lawyers and hire the professionals to do that. Sorry. But again, I'm not contributing to AI art or anything like that. I'm simply just using it because I literally don't have the resources for it. And it's not the same as not having the resources for a fucking camera. You fucking AI hacks. If this is clipped or anything, you guys got to understand. We are fucking fundamentally different, okay? You have a camera in your fucking pocket, which is why this entire web series is an analog horror series made entirely on my phone using a $30 app to edit, and I don't use AI. I have some shorts being made in Blender, but that is through a VFX artist. He is a friend of mine. He knows I don't like AI uses, so he's not using it in the process. Um, so yeah, but in this particular instance, when trying to, nail down the whole putting all of my ADHD thoughts into one coherent documentary pitch, so that it makes sense for everyone who's involved, especially the producer who is going to be funding this. So that's when I use AI. So, like, I just want to clarify it, and I will continue to clarify it, however long I need it. But yeah, I literally don't have resources. Try to be. What are you talking about? Are you talking about the business meeting that I have with the guy, like, in discussion? Funding or developing of a game? No, no, no. It's a documentary. On Thursday, I'm meeting the CEO and founder of a weed distribution company who wants to make a documentary about, you know, his achievements, so to speak. And so I'm pitching him a 10-minute documentary that is roughly around $11,000, but it also ends with the prelude of it being of like another documentary. It's a proof of concept as well as a complete documentary, and there's a narrative thread through it, so to speak. But it's a documentary, and yeah, I'm really excited. Like, and um, this would be my first, like, real big professional gig. Um, I like documentaries. I've always wanted to make one. Um, it's one of those things where it's although it's the same as making a feature film, it's really its own individual thing, and you kind of have to approach it differently. Oh yeah, yeah. And again, like I said, I did use AI in the document process, because I don't have the funds. So it's not a matter of me being lazy in that, like, oh well, not everyone can afford a camera. Well, you're tweeting, so how can you tweet? Do you have a PC? Well, if you can have a PC, then you have a phone. And if you have a phone, you have a camera, and you can make something with it. So stop creating excuses because you're not creative. This is nothing like that. This is just, you still produce. What do you mean? I still produced what? Like, I'm. Oh yeah, sure. I no. Well, again, it's just like, look. I, I will admit that this kind of use of AI is probably preferable, but it doesn't make me feel good, and I think it's important to talk about that. Even though you use AI, it doesn't feel good. I don't feel good using it. Like, it's just my brain and the way things operate, and the fact of that I have lack of resources. Like, like it, I need my ideas to be coherent in some way. And if this AI can take my Jenga mind and format it in a way that can be digestible for an investor or the guy that I'm then so be it. But other than that, that's where AI is left at the door. I'm not planning on using AI for any sort of any storyboards, anything where if I have the funds and I have the money, like even on the document level, like if this documentary did well, and this book that is tied to the documentary that I'm going to pitch, if those do well, then I will have the money and or funds to make whatever I need to make, you know? I don't have to use this AI to you know, it's just one of those things that I'm using now because I don't have the funds. And once I have the funds, then I'm going to hire the people because people can find loopholes. People are great when it comes to contracts and stuff. Like I really am putting my faith in this autonomous thing that may or may not screw me over in the end. So I'm gonna double check it tomorrow, triple check it. But um but it's gonna be an interesting meeting Thursday. That's what I'm really excited about. Is like he's gonna have every my plan, and yeah, and so if all things prevail, I would say that this project is gonna be like this documentary, and if we somehow like if he wants to fund like the full documentary that I have that I'm teasing as like a post credit scene, um if he wants to like continue it, the options there. And again, I'm gonna be writing a book along with making this documentary. This is something that I was gonna do independently and was always a plan from the very beginning. Like any big major thing that I was gonna make, I was gonna adapt it into a graphic novel, or not graphic novel, into a novel, and yeah, you know, you're the creator and the product, but still the first step is the most important and the biggest always. Yeah, that really is true. That very much is true. But yeah, you know, I hope to be in business with this dude for a long while, man. Like I'm looking at the investment as a way of like, all right, I got what I wanted. I got what I need, you know. I know what this is going to entail. So, you know, it's going to be an interesting ride. I will say that. Um, I'm probably not going to be documenting like on this level, mainly because, uh, you know, I am going to be writing the book. I am going to be, you know, doing that. So, um, yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited, really nervous, really happy. Shit. Oh, but but yeah. Oh,